Hi everyone, my name is Praveen. Welcome back to our Spanish classes. Today we will learn about pronouns. Pronouns. What is pronoun? A word which is used instead of noun is called as pronoun, right? So, in English, I, you, he or she, we, you all, they. These are personal pronouns. I, you, he or she, we, you all, they. So these are pronouns in English. Now we're going to see the pronouns in Spanish. I is equal to yo, you is tú or usted, tú or usted. Tú is informal, usted is formal. You can be written as tú or usted. Tú is informal. In informal, for example, like we use informal tú for friends or our younger people, and for usted we use it for official or professional purpose or for the elder ones. And he or she. He is equal to L. She is equal to ye, ya. Ye, ya. He is equal to L. She is equal to ye, ya. We is equal to nosotros and nosotras. Nosotros is for the group of both boys and girls. Nosotras is only for girls. And you all. You all. You all. Vosotros, vosotras, ustedes. Vosotros, it's for a group of both boys and girls. Vosotras, it's only for female group, like girls group. Ustedes, this is formal one. Like vosotros, vosotras are informal. Ustedes, formal. And they. Ellos, yes. So I is equal to yo, you is equal to tú or usted, he is equal to L or ye, ya. So this is L, is he, ye, ya. E double L, ye. This is she in Spanish. So E is pronounced as ye and double L is pronounced as y, ye. So ye, ya. So this E double L A is pronounced as ye, ya. And we is nosotros or nosotras. So this is for both boys and girls. And nosotras, this is only for girls. You all. Vosotros, vosotras. Similar to vosotros, boys and girls, vosotras is only for girls group. And ustedes is formal. They is ellos, ye, yas. So, E is pronounced as ye and double L is pronounced as y. So, ellos, ye, yas. So, yo, tú or usted, él or ella, nosotros or nosotras, Vosotros or vosotras, ustedes, they, ellos or ellas. So this is about pronouns. Verbs. There are 4 types of verbs in Spanish. So as I told you, a verb which ends with AR. A verb which ends with AR. So for example, hablar. Hablar is a word which is, the meaning is to speak. So it is ending with AR. So it comes under AR ending verb. Cocinar. This is also ending with AR. So this comes under AR ending verbs. There are verbs, types of verbs which ends with AR. Now verbs ends with ER, second type. Comer. Comer means to eat. Beber. Beber means to drink. So this is also ends with ER. This is also ends with ER. So these type of verbs comes under ER ending verbs. Next is IR. Vivir. Vivir means to live. This comes under IR because it is ending with IR. Escribir. Escribir means to write. So this is also ending with IR. So it comes under IR ending verbs. So AR ending verbs, ER ending verbs, IR, and fourth is irregular verbs. Irregular verbs, for example, poder. Poder comes under irregular verb. Even though it is ending with ER, actually it is an ER ending verb, but this is not a normal verb. This is an irregular verb. Querer. Querer is also ending with ER. This is also an ER ending verb, but it's having an irregular pattern. So all this hablar, cocinar, and all these normal AR ending verbs will follow the same pattern, and ER ending verbs have the same pattern. All the IR ending verbs have the same pattern. But these irregular verbs like poder, the meaning is to can or to be able to. Querer is to want. Like these verbs, like these type of verbs have an irregular patterns. So in coming episodes, you will know the difference between the patterns of AR ending verbs, the patterns of ER ending verbs, IR ending verbs, and irregular forms. Now we'll have a look at the hablar, like hablar. So the pattern of AR ending verb. Hablar is to speak. So in Spanish it's called as hablar. In English it's called as speak. So as we already discussed, this H is silent in Spanish. So it is known as hablar. Hablar. And to speak. Now we'll have a look about this hablar verb. For example, in English, we generally use I speak, you speak, they speak, he or she speaks. So speak is common for all the pronouns. So in English, speak is a verb. Speak means to talk or to say something. Like speak means to talk. So I speak, you speak, he or she speaks, we speak, you all speak, they speak. So speak is common for all the pronouns. But whereas in Spanish, this is not the same case. So it would be different. So the hablar form is gonna change for every single pronoun. So this verb won't be same for all the pronouns. It would be changing. This changing form is called as conjugation. Conjugation. This changing of the verbs is called as conjugation. Now let's see how it's gonna change. As we discussed, I is equal to yo, and this hablar is to speak, right? So the hablar is base form or infinitive form. When it comes to I, it's gonna change as hablo. Hablo. And you speak is tú hablas. He or she speaks. He is él, she is ella, and speaks is habla. So he or she speaks is él or ella habla. And here in this conjugation, it also comes usted. Usted is you formal. Usted. And we speak. We is nosotros. And it becomes hablamos. Nosotros hablamos. You all speak. Vosotros habláis. And they speak. Ellos hablan. So here, I speak, it becomes yo hablo. You speak, it is tú hablas. He or she speaks, él or ella, usted habla. We speak, it is nosotros hablamos. You all speak, it is vosotros habláis. And they speak, it's gonna become ellos hablan. So here, this is o, as, a, amos, ais, an. So hablar gonna change hablo, hablar hablas, here habla, hablamos, habláis, hablan. So this is like a formula or a rule in Spanish. So o, as, a, amos, ais, an. So instead of this AR, we're gonna replace this O, as, a, amos, ais, an in this hablar. So depends on the pronoun. So yo hablo, we have replaced. Tú, instead of AR, it is yes, as. Instead of AR, it is A. Instead of AR, it is amos. So instead of AR, it is a, is. Instead of AR, it is an. So this is like a formula. So all the AR ending verbs, like all the normal AR ending, irregular verbs have a different pattern as I told you earlier. So all the regular AR ending verbs follow the same pattern for this simple present tense. Look, like yo hablo is like a simple present tense. O, as, a, amos, ais, an. So this is about how do we conjugate AR ending verbs. Now in the next class, how do we frame a statements using this hablar verb. So we'll learn about statement formation in the next coming episode. Thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Praveen Kumar. I am signing off.